I told this to the room when he came in and made that statement, and then he walked out. And I told this to the room when he came in and made that statement, and then he walked out.
I went looking for the Russian troll behind the drunk Pelosi viral video hoax. Turns out he's an itinerant forklift operator from the Bronx who's been secretly running hard-right news outlets across social media for years. Also not Russian.
However, the man in question denies making or posting the video, and the Daily Beast has come under fire for trying to shame him.
The previously anonymous labourer, whom the Daily Beast maliciously exposed as punishment for having bad politics, denies he even committed the thought crime of making the Pelosi mocking video, insisting he just posted it. Who cares? His politics are wrong, ruin his life.
When journalists engage in doxing of everyone whose politics they dislike, is that good for democracy?
Daily Beast editorial meeting. What average citizen can we dox to ruin their life because they lean conservative? Well, there's this guy who drives a forklift during the day and makes memes at night.
Now, liberal media outlets do have some form when it comes to outing people on the right side of the political spectrum, as Caleb Maupin explains.
Was not a vast foreign conspiracy to undermine Nancy Pelosi's reputation after all. It was just a guy from the Bronx. And the fact that mainstream media gave this so much attention.
Just one person with video editing software tricking people. I'm seeing a lot of people on Twitter saying you all were irresponsible for outing him.
First of all, I think he outed himself, by attaching his name to several fake news sites that then pushed the video.
Wait a second. Doesn't CNN have a bit of a record when it comes to outing the sources of memes and putting them in modern-day stocks?
The video shared by President Trump was apparently first posted by a Reddit user who goes by this online name.
CNN is not publishing Han asshole Solo's name because he's a private citizen who has issued an extensive statement of an apology, showed his remorse. In addition, he said his statements could serve as an example to others not to do the same. CNN reserves the right to publish his identity should any of that change.
It sounds a little bit like a mafia shakedown. We'd sure hate for something to happen to you if you make the wrong move. And who can forget CNN tracked down Trump's supporter?
Those were Russians.
They were not Russians. I don't go with the Russians.
That group was Russian.
I have nothing to do with the Russians.
Well, apparently you did.
No.
Yes, these investigators are quite proud of themselves for tracking down average Americans who engage in cyber activism and distort facts. However, you would think they'd be a little more outraged when actual news organizations do this kind of thing, right? Like when a local Seattle news station distorted footage of President Trump. Or like when a statement from President Trump was taken out of context to give the impression that he was calling all immigrants animals.
These aren't people. These are animals.
In reality, he was pretty obviously referring only to the members of criminal gangs. At this point, mainstream media is not going after its colleagues who engage in biased reporting or distort facts. Instead, it's got its eyes on average Americans who make the wrong move online.
What we're seeing, this is not journalism. These are hit pieces. These are people who have taken it personally. They're not a part of a journalistic desire to find the truth, to investigate, to talk to people, to have multiple sources. No. This is about going after people who may dare to be either supportive of Trump, may be considered racist, or whatever it is. It's become personal. It's become lynch mobs. It's become inciting a riot. Anybody out there, this is for you, a lesson. If you think it's funny, if you want to put up some meme that dares, now, a meme against Trump, please, we will help you, we will promote it, we will retweet you all day long.